You got pros and you got college. We can't depend on this group effort project. You need somebody super smart to get this job done for the project. Look at the Thunder side. You got one big dog. Another thing about the Pacers, I call them a college team. They don't have a real superstar in the building. All the George Masons, all the VCUs, all the Florida Gulf Coast teams. The Cinderella story is over with. This is not the NCAA tournament, man. This is crazy.
You know, sometimes as you're talking,
hey, look, they want to tell us what's going on today. and while you messing up, first of all, you got a lot of tournament teams over here. You need some Cinderella teams. You know what I mean? The VCUs, the Davises. I don't see none of them.
San Jose State.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah.
State.
There's just something I love about college sports.
Yeah.
There's
something I love about.
Let me say this.
Go ahead, James.
Like, I be listening to you, but sometimes I don't listen to you. That was funny, though. That man said, it's like a group project, and sometimes you need a star to get this.
Where are you going? He's showing over. This what's that going on? He acting up. It gotta be Friday.
He got a whole mess.
He ain't got no white beater on. He got no shirt, the jersey. He got a basketball game today.
Oh, miss, man. Oh, I didn't even see the
Just making sure our college teams are highly represented today. You know, the Pacers won as a college team. Don't worry, it's fine. And now this college team, just making sure our college teams are highly represented.
You have an undershirt on your jersey?
No, I wasn't.
You ready to play?
I'm ready to play today. James Jones, how you feeling?
I feel good, man. I feel good. How you feeling, Shady?
Well, my name's LeSean McCoy. How you doing? I got a question, though.
Yes, sir.
I might have missed something, right?
Yes, sir.
Did somebody win a championship yesterday? I don't know. They won a game.
Not yet.
Okay, because it looks like
It does look
we're celebrating a championship.
We're celebrating the college.
We both agree. I said that, the college teams, they play well. The Davises, they play solid. Florida Gulf Coast, they play cool.
Iowa State.
VCU plays some good moments.
This is better than playing cool, LeSean.
Okay.
We have a 7-game series out of a 50-win, 4-seeded Pacers team trying to take out the big dogs. Look real little in the Thunder. I think, Shady, James, I believe apology. It might be necessary.
Apology.
Shady, are you ready to apologize?
For what? Did somebody win a championship? You know what I'll say, though? I seen a great college game playing yesterday. The whole starting five to the fourth, sixth person on the bench, they played well.
I'm glad he mentioned starting five.
Well.
Shall we?
Well.
I'm glad he mentioned starting five, because who am I to not introduce the starting five? And now, out of Iowa State, Tyrese Halliburton. And now, standing at 6'8", out of New Mexico State, Pascal Siakam. Standing at 6'6", a forward out of Vanderbilt. Y'all get the point. This college team is more than just a college team.
Look at him.
This college team has pushed it to 7 games. LeSean,
Real quick, though,
Shady,
where'd McConnell go?
McCoy. Where did McConnell go?
Where he start at? Where he
He went to Arizona. He went to Arizona.
Okay.
He went to Arizona.
He finished Arizona.
Went to Arizona.
No,
Kill the music. Kill the music. Kill the music. They push it to 7. They push it to 7. With all due respect, the fun. We got a 7-game series. We haven't had one.
Who is
Do
he?
not break the trinkets.
Who's he?
Do not. That's a
Who's he?
Cornhusker.
Oh, I don't.
I know he ain't know.
That's a corn. What do you mean that's a Cornhusker?
I know these two.
I know these two. Right. And these two are not the Pacers.
They push it to 7. We haven't had a 7-game series since 2016. Cavs, LeBron James, 7-game series are what sports is all about. Game 7, there are no two better words combined in sports. Shady, how shocked are you? How shocked are you by the blowout win Pacers last night?
I was shocked on the win, and I was even more shocked about the blowout. I didn't expect it to go like that. You can tell, everybody talks about how a Game 7 and closeout games were one of the hardest things to do. It's not even a Game 7, it's a closeout game. It's the hardest thing to do in basketball. And it showed. You can see that in the experience from OKC. Like they was pressing, right? When's the last time we see OKC where J-Dub and SJ can't really get their thing off? They can't really get their shots off. They pressing different shots. They couldn't really score. And then check. I mean, I don't know if he even played or not. I don't know if he put his jersey on. He didn't really show up at all. So, but you can see that, though, right? I think Game 7 will be a lot different. They'll be a lot more comfortable. It's one game for the big dance. Ooh. And then on the Pacers side, I'm going to give them some credit. Yeah. Because it's not like a going against the Pacers. You know what I mean? It's more of just what I see in them men being honest. I think the Pacers, they played well. They played well as a whole team. Yeah. They did a great coaching job. Rick Carlisle did a great job of, we're not going to press SGA full court the whole game. We're not going to do that. When him and Jay Will get into the paint, then we're going to collapse. Yeah. And we're going to double team him. And that worked out well for him. Yeah. TJ McCoy, he played well again. The whole team played well, right? But the pushback I have for you, though, with the whole college environment we're in, right? 150,000 in the studio, yelling and screaming, is that to win the finals, you telling me that SGA is not going to score well, J-Dub's not going to score well, Check ain't going to check into the game. And then the best part is you need the whole roster for the Pacers to play well like that again. The whole college format of the starters to the 9th guy on the bench, 10th guy on the bench to play well. That's got to happen again. I'm going to put my money with the superstar team, with the MVP. I'm going to do that.
I'm going to address that part later because that's a phenomenal question. Can the Pacers win Game 7? For right now, James, I'm not going to say I was shocked that the Pacers won that game because to be shocked is to not understand the DNA of the Pacers. The Pacers have 5 wins this playoffs alone when trailing by 15 or more points late in a game. That's the most in the history of basketball when you consider the modern playoff era. The Pacers came back from down 20 against the Milwaukee Bucks. The Pacers came back from down 15, came back from down 20 against the Cleveland Cavs, and then against the New York Knicks in Game 1 alone, y'all remember it, Naismith at the end of the game, they came back from down 17. Even this series against the Thunder, they came back from down 15 in Game 1. The Pacers at a micro level, they're the comeback kids. So, of course, at a macro level, they were going to be the comeback kids. Y'all thought the Pacers were going to lose 3 games in a row, with 2 of them 3 being in Indiana? Ain't no way. So if you truly understand both the DNA of this Pacers team, and then if you remember Rick Carlisle, the coach for the Pacers, and what he did in 2011 with the Dallas Mavericks, the city I grew up in, I went to those finals, what he did in 2011 with the Mavericks when the Mavericks were going up against the formidable Miami Heat team with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh, a team that nobody thought could be beat, and Rick Carlisle coached Dirk Nowitzki and 37-year-old Jason Kidd, and then Jason Terry to triumph over that team. I know the DNA of this Pacers team. I know the mind of that head coach. I've seen them do it before. I'm not at all surprised nor shocked that the Pacers won, though I am shocked that they blew them out. Yeah. I can't lie about that. Not surprised that they won.
That's where I'm at. I'm not shocked that they won, but I am shocked about the blowout. Like, this is a closeout game. That's embarrassing by OKC. It wasn't no energy. It wasn't no effort. The last game we watched, we seen Caruso and them fellas diving on the ground in OKC and all that, trying to get that W done. This game, the energy, the effort, I don't know what the message was from the coach. I don't know if the message was, hey, man, go out here, have fun. We got another opportunity if we don't get it done, because that's what it looked like. They played like they had another game, and the Pacers played like they didn't. And if that happens, this is the outcome. And that is why they got blown out. But this right here, this was embarrassing. I didn't even see the energy and the effort from Shea. I didn't see the energy and the effort from J-Dub. I obviously didn't see the energy and effort from Chet. Like, this was just embarrassing. And I blame the coach because when you're in a closeout game like this, you got to get them boys ready to play. And you're on the road trying to close the team out. And the main reason why I don't like it is because you never know what can happen, man. You know, we always say you're a shoelace away from scratching your head in trouble and wasting an opportunity to win a championship. And you had an opportunity to close them out, and you got blown out like that. And the way y'all played, that ain't the way y'all... I mean, they ain't played like that all year, man. That was bad.
I just feel bad because we wasting decorations because it's over. We come back next week.
Shady.
It's going to be over.
You have been saying that it is over for 2.5 weeks now since this series started. We are now in Game 7. You said it was over after Game 2. You said it was over. But, James, you pivoted. After Game 3, you were like, you know what? Pacers have made it a series. I said if the Pacers won Game 3, it's going to 7. Shady, you've been saying it's over. Did last night not change your opinion?
No. So when I say it's over, that means that OKC will win the championship. Maybe it's longer than I expected. Maybe OKC, you know what?
Definitely longer than I expected.
They got families. You know, let's celebrate on our home court. Right? We're in Indiana. We on the road. Let's win this thing at home. That's what they're gonna do. We're gonna see though, because the energy I seen last night, I haven't seen them play like that. Even when they lost, there was no type of energy in the building for them. Right? It's like, let's get this thing over with. You see teams that want to get this thing over with, and you see teams that don't. And last night, they didn't want to get over with.
Let me ask you this, because I'm curious, my opinion when I was watching that game, well, my first thought went, I wonder if this game has changed Shady's opinion. Reason I say this is, we saw the Thunder beat the brakes off the Grizzlies, slap them. We saw the Thunder, they battled with the Denver Nuggets, but we know the Denver Nuggets have championship pedigree, and the Denver Nuggets have an MVP at the throne in Nikola Jokic. We saw the Thunder last series beat the brakes off of the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Pacers have played the Thunder better than any other team has played the Thunder.
Yes, they have.
So with that being said, 2-5, knowing that the Nuggets aren't a laughingstock, knowing that the Timberwolves, they're not a laughingstock, given the fact that the Pacers have played this Thunder team better than anybody up until this point has played the best team in the NBA, has your opinion at least changed of the Pacers? Now that college team or not, it's a 7-game series, big dog.
Well, what if I told you, though? So now that's one thing I have changed. I said that the Pacers are a better team than we thought. Everybody coming to this series since game one thought, okay, they're going to smoke the Pacers. Better team, right? You got SGA, you got all these great teams, all these great players. They had a great season last year, they had a great season this year. But then when we get to it, you see the Pacers, they beat a banged-up Cavs, like it or not. They beat a not good Bucks team, but they did beat the Knicks, right? And then they came in this series, and everybody thought it was going to be a blowout. And it wasn't. You know why? Because the Pacers are better than what people think. The Pacers are better than I thought they were. And I give them credit for that. I think they're a really, really good team. I truly believe that. But they're not better than OKC.
But they've been better 3 times in 6 games. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
however you want to cut it, because you want to cut it your way, and I get it.
I'm cutting it by the truth.
It's 3-3 right now, right?
3-3.
All right, so however, I don't know, but I know this. When we look at this game, what is it, Monday?
Yeah, Sunday.
Even better. It's God's day. When we get Sunday, majority of the people is going to be, now I don't know who they're cheering for. I know who they think is going to win. If we did it, you like to do polls. If you do a poll, who's going to win?
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. So you say on that how it looked and when it looked and this, that, and third. It is hard for me to believe that, and they played well, so there's credit to the Pacers. But the style that they win, I haven't seen it never done in the NBA ever. I never seen a college type of team where nobody's scoring over 20 points. Everybody, you gonna get your 14? Yo, you need your 12? I need my little 9, I need my 13. And that's how we gonna win the NBA Finals. If that happens, the way that coaches, GMs, presidents, owners, they're gonna coach their team different. They're gonna recruit different. They're gonna scout different. They're gonna draft different. Now, we might not need to get all these max contracts.
And
I don't see that happen, Acho.
Because this is probably the worst thing that could have happened to OKC. It is. Because, number one, I don't know how hurt Halliburton is, but...
He looked hurt to you last night?
I don't know how hurt Halliburton is, but every time he come off the bench, they got him wrapped up, they got him heated and all that type of stuff. So I don't know. But he was able to sit his butt down because it was a blowout. So now that's extra rest from you. Not only that, it's a blowout, and our game plan worked. We didn't pick you up full court. We trapped you when you came past half court. It worked. The confidence that the Pacers have going into Game 7 is not what OKC wanted to do. OKC came out 91 points scored. That's the fewest points scored all year for OKC in the regular season and the postseason. 21 turnovers. That's the most turnovers by OKC in the regular season and the postseason. 17-point loss. That's the most in the regular season and the postseason by the OKC Thunder. So you mean to tell me getting on that plane to go to OKC that these Indiana Pacers don't got confidence that they could get this done? This is going to be a really good basketball game, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous.
I think you have to be. I'm wondering this, though, like, at what point do we say maybe the Pacers are better? James, like, than the Thunder. Like, you were...
this game.
I don't say this to pour salt in the wound because you won a Super Bowl. I didn't win nothing. But at the point in which you were 15-1, playing the New York Giants, a team you were definitely better than, especially by record, on paper, all the things, y'all had just won the Super Bowl the year prior, which means you would probably won 19 of your last 20 games. Y'all are better than the Giants. The Giants are limping by record into the playoffs, not limping in reality. At what point into that game were you like, maybe we're just not better? Because at this point, the Thunder are better by record, the Thunder are better by roster, but now we've had 6 games, and it's 3-3. Like, Shady keeps saying the Thunder are better, the Thunder are better. Vegas keeps saying the Thunder are better, so it's not like I'm indicting Shady here. At what point do we have to take a step back and be like, you know what? Maybe the Pacers are better?
Well, that's tough because the Giants ain't better than us, but they was better than us on that day. You know what I'm saying? Football is tough because it's one game. Now, if the Giants beat us 4 times, bro, they just a better basketball team than us. They had a better series than us.
If they beat you 3 times in 6 games, what's that mean?
If we 3-3, that means we even right now. And if they win this game, we obviously know who was the better team. That's what it was. But to be honest with you, at halftime of the Giants game when we played them, I said they playing way better than us right now. That's it. But I didn't think they was a better team. This is different, man. You got a 7-game series to where you able to have all these adjustments and do different things, and we won 4 of them. We better than you, man.
Hey, Acho, why
Last thought. Yes, sir.
why you always put Halliburton down there, like, when they got the stars down there, so you got SGA, 21 points, 8 turnovers. Then you got Halliburton, 14 points. Why you always do that?
He's the other star on the
Is he?
Pacers. He's the other.
I don't know.
Colvin, can I hear my theme music, please? My theme music. No, not that music. No, not that. Kill that one. Kill that music. Kill that music.
My ears, I can't even hear.
What?
This is crazy. Hey, I want the same smile on Monday. Same smile.
What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.